Okay, so this is ESPN's top 100 list. We ask our expert panel to vote on player versus player matchups for more than 15,000 possible pairings. Voters were asked which player will be better in the 2023-2024 season and had to predict how each player will perform this season. So this is projections on how they will play this upcoming season. Okay, and in terms of their method to their madness, this is the method to their madness. 100, Mitchell Robinson. 99, Jonas. 98, Colin Sexton. 97, Grant Williams. 96, Harrison Barnes. Then J-Dub. Russell Westbrook at 94? Based off of how he'll play this season? That's low as fuck, chat. Am I tripping? 94 is insane. 94 is crazy. What the fuck? Let's see who the next... Mike Conley? Shout out to Mike Conley. And y'all know listen, I call Russ out when I need to. But is Mike Conley going to be better than Russell Westbrook this upcoming season? Is Emmanuel Quickly gonna... not too much on Emmanuel, I guess, but... Jeez. Josh Hart... Nah. Russ is too low. Russ is too low. But I will say, though, the amount of talent in the NBA is fucking astonishing. It's fucking astonishing. Like, if this is on the back end of the 100, if these are, like, we're looking at, like, 17... 18, 20 point per game scorers on the back end of the 100, I think, honestly, chat, that says a lot about the talent pool in the NBA. And that's impressive as fuck. Nah, dead ass. That's impressive as fuck. No troll, no joke aside. Let me fix up the screen. Okay, that's much better. That's much better right there. Okay. Emmanuel Quickly, Josh Hart, John Collins, Rob Will at 89. Kevon Looney. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if this is the back end, I'm not really tripping. I'm not really... not that I'm not tripping. This is insanely impressive. But also, I'm gonna keep it a bean, though. I'm looking at somebody... I'm looking at these players, and I'm like, yo, Russ is kind of on their level. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's... Maybe it isn't that crazy. Like, some of these rankings sound crazy when you say it, but a lot of y'all actually haven't done the work to even do a top 30, a top 50, a top, you know what I'm saying, let alone a top 100. So I am looking at these players and I'm like, based off of projections of this upcoming season, hey, Russ might be in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Russ might be in the 80s type shit. But I'm not really too mad at what I'm seeing so far. I think there's a couple of players that obviously could skyrocket the fuck on this list. And I'm talking about the young players. Because if Jalen Green has a breakout fucking season, he could easily be top 50. You know what I'm saying? Scoot, hey, a lot of these rookies are just unknown. If this motherfucker comes out the gate 20-8, hey, 20-8 is 20-8. You know what I'm saying? Basing it off of just last season, what you can honestly project, that's not a bad ranking. That's what I'm saying. This isn't too bad so far. Russell Westbrook is probably the most iffy one. The fact that he's at 94. Even considering all of what I just said, I would probably still put him in the 70s. Because I'm pretty high on Russell Westbrook this upcoming season with his fit on the Clippers. Chris Paul. Damn. Damn. He dropped from 21 to 76. Holy crap. That is an insane fall off, chat. Jeez Louise. Jordan Clarkson not better than Anthony Simons? It's debatable. It's debatable. I'd probably still lean towards Simons, though, to give you credit. Not too much on CP. Hey, look, I'm just looking at what I'm looking at. Cade. Damn. This is not good. This is not good. The fact that people are giving up on Cade, or not giving up, but when you're telling me this dude went from projected to be the 35th best player in the league to the 74th, That tells me that, at least at ESPN, they are not high on Cade this upcoming season. I am personally high on Cade. I love Cade's game. I think he's a mixture of like imagine if Paul George was a point guard, but like a good point guard. Like I think that's Cade's ceiling, and that seems like a crazy player. I don't know. I like that. Yo, Persian's mad as fuck. I'm high on Cade. I think this is too low. I think this is too low. Chet Holmgren, Chet been looking nice so far though. Chet, I ain't gonna lie. Chet has been looking nice as fuck. Shout out to Chet. Shout out to Chet, bruh. Jordan Poole at 72. I want to ask y'all this, chat. I saw a clip of Kevin Garnett saying Jordan Poole is the new James Harden. In terms of like, you know, he was on a team that was holding him back. And then he gets traded from that team on a team where he can, you know, flourish. And then he becomes like an all-NBA player. All-star level player. How do y'all feel about that take? Shout out to KG, by the way. That was his take. I don't know if I said that. I don't know. Listen. All I'm going to say is, to say that Jordan Poole is the next James Harden, stretch, okay? Because I think that's disrespect to what James Harden has done, what he's transformed to. But the concept of, yo, this was a dude on a championship contender, right? They had to make a decision between keeping him or trading him away for X amount of reasons. They trade him away to a situation where he can be the focal point of the offense, and this motherfucker really flourishes because he's a player that needs the ball in his hands, and he's in a situation where he gets the ball in his hands. I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic about Jordan Poole, and Devontae Graham is crazy. But yeah, listen. I think if they can win a couple games early on, I think the culture in Washington around Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma could potentially be like the funnest culture in the league. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be a funny and fun duo. If that can somehow work, that'd be fun as fuck. So I'm rooting for the Wizards low key. RJ Barrett. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I've seen a lot of players up here that I project to be better than RJ Barrett. I think this is overrating RJ Barrett. I'm not high on RJ Barrett. If there's a player I'm not really high on, but somehow, some way he just keeps on putting numbers that low-key proves me wrong, it's RJ Barrett. I ain't gonna lie. Because I think numbers-wise, he was like, I think he improved last season. But I don't know. I'm just not high on RJ. Walker Kessler. Let's see. That's a cool ranking for Walker Kessler right now. Cool ranking. Let's see. RJ ain't better than Russ. That too. RJ's too low? I don't know about that, chat. Brook Lopez. I think Brook Lopez is one of those players that like just never regresses. You know what I'm saying? Or like when he regresses, it's like this much. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Al Horford to me are like, no way y'all are still this effective at 37, 38. I think Brook Lopez is going to be 36, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have somehow developed into like timeless players that any team could use, you know? And also, I think he had an injury going into last season. That's why he wasn't ranked, but still, that's kind of crazy. Michael Porter Jr. went up a little bit. I think the key to this upcoming season, chat, for Denver is Michael Porter Jr.'s progression. Because, hey, last night really put into perspective for me. Denver's depth is, it's shaky. And I really think they're going to miss the fuck out of Bruce Brown. Again, they're still a championship contender to me. But I think Denver needs Michael Porter Jr. to take some sort of leap. Whether that be an on-ball creation, not even on-ball creation or defensively. And they just lost Jeff Green as well. They need Michael Porter Jr. to progress in a pretty dramatic way this upcoming season, either through his on-ball playmaking or defensively. Just has to, man. Just has to. Let's see. OG went up a little bit. Let's see. Austin Reeves went up a lot from unranked to 66. Is this too high for Austin Reeves? I feel... it's about right. It's about right. Big Reeves. Miles Turner, I swear to God, has been the same player for like 5 years now, bro. Damn! Rudy Gobert went down from 18 to 64. That's tough right there. That's fucking tough, bro. Rudy's stock went down like crazy when he got traded to the Timberwolves, bro. And it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's unfair because to me, and I've said this on stream multiple times, the problem in Minnesota is not either Cat or Rudy. It's just the fact that they're their starting front court. And benching one of them is going to be a big problem one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to start them. And it just does not work. But I still truly think Rudy can still anchor an elite defense. Like, anchor an elite defense. So to say the dude who can anchor an elite defense is the 64th best player in the league is kind of crazy to me. Also, I'm curious to see if we'll see Draymond. Have we already seen Draymond? All right, just remember the number, chat, 64. Was Draymond up here? Okay, we haven't seen Draymond yet. I don't think. Yeah, we haven't seen Draymond yet. I'm curious to see where they'll rank Draymond, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because, listen, I understand Draymond's a more versatile defender than Rudy Gobert, and I do agree. Specifically, Draymond's versatility is more valuable, and he can pass as well. But, yo, his scoring deficiencies. Jeez Louise. But we'll see. Scotty Barnes at 63. Scotty Barnes is cool, but I'm honestly not high on Scotty Barnes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think Scotty Barnes is a player that has a really high floor, but his ceiling is not what Toronto fans think it is. That's just me, though. Porzingis at 62. He went up. I'm happy for Porzingis, though, deadass. And not even because as a Celtics fan. I was high on Porzingis when he got into the league. Or not. Okay, that's cap. I wasn't high going into the draft, but once I saw like the first 10 games of the season for the Knicks, I was a Kristaps fan. But then, you know, he had that drama with Melo and the Knicks, and then he got traded to Dallas, and his stock plummeted during Dallas. Motherfuckers started calling him Tingus Pingus. You know what I'm saying? And then he went to the Wizards and, you know, found his bag, low key. Found his bag. So I like that. I like that, bro. Let's see. Desmond Bane went up. I'm not too mad at that. DeJounte Murray at 60 went down a lot. I don't even think he played bad last season, though, but that's tough. Marcus Smart at 59. I'm gonna be honest. I think this might be too high for. Yeah, I don't. I don't feel. And maybe this is just an underratement of Zion. But Zion and Marcus Smart being 2 spots next to each other is kind of It's kind of But I ain't hating on him, man. Shout out to Marcus Smart, man. I will always be a Marcus Smart fan. So, I fuck with that. Zion, Fred VanVleet, Draymond Green at 55? Nah, that's too high. That's too high, bro. Now that's too high. I ain't gonna lie. And he went down too. I don't know. I feel like that's too high. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, again, I understand what Draymond brings defensively. I understand that. I understand that he's also arguably the best connecting passer of all time. I understand that. But there comes a certain point where his lack of scoring presence on the court is just so fucking bad, bro. And we talked about it yesterday when we was talking about, or the day before that when we were talking about the Chris Paul trade. Yo, Draymond's lack of ability to score might be the X factor and what makes or break this fucking team, bro. Yeah, I think this is too high. I think this is too high. I think he should be in like the 70s. I think he should be in the 70s. Let's see. Andrew Wiggins at 54. I'm not too mad at that. He did go down a little bit last season, but I'm not too mad at that. Josh Giddey. I'm also not too mad at that. France, is it Wagner chat or Wagner? I'm pretty sure it's Wagner. Franz Wagner. I need to watch more France footage, bro. Because I know a lot of people are high on France. I just don't watch the Magic that much, so I need to put myself on the Magic as a whole. Aaron Gordon at 51. I like that. I like that right there. All right, so that's 100 to 50. And this is 50 to 11. Also, in retrospect, shout out to MZ for the Prime sub. I appreciate you. I need to change the output, though. What the fuck? How about the 15 passenger C5? No, that's not a challenge, a big one. I get something. All right. In retrospect, though, yeah, I think Rush should be higher, but I'm honestly not too mad at it. Like, I think Rush should be in like the 70s, but I'm looking at a lot of these players, though, aside from like Zion, though, because oh, Jesus Christ, I just spoiled the fuck out of myself. I truly think, aside from Zion, like the gap from 100 to 50 is not that big. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big. Yeah, did I just spoil myself, bro? Dogs will be dogs. Okay. All right, now we're going to 50. At 50, we got Jared Allen. DeAndre Ayton at 49? No way he went. No way he moved up. No way DeAndre. Nah, this is an overratement right here. And I'm high on DeAndre Ayton on the Portland Trail Blazers too. I think the fit for DeAndre Ayton on the Blazers is good this season. But I can't, bro. I can't. You're not about to sit here and tell me, unless you really factor in Zion's injury history and you're just betting on Zion being injured a lot this season, that Zion Williamson is not better than DeAndre Ayton, bro. No way. You're bugging. You're tripping. LaMelo at 48. LaMelo's a player I'm going to keep tabs on this season. Because I feel like every single season, not every single season, because he still has a young career, it's like slowly getting like lower and lower. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me. And shout out to the 123 in the building, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to keep tabs on LaMelo. Victor at 47. Victor at 47 when he hasn't played a lick of basketball yet. I mean, it's projections. So, it just depends on what people are projecting Victor to do. But a lot of NBA scouts, and just the NBA world in general, is really high on Victor. So, I'm honestly not too mad at it. If he comes out the gate 15, 8, and 2.5, that's, I don't know if that's 47. I don't know if that's 47. Because that's around like what I'm expecting from him. But if he comes out the gate 20, 29, and 3, That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Chris Middleton, Julius Randle, CJ is way too high. Way too high. James Harden at 43. From 11. How the mighty have fallen, chat. Am I right? How the mighty have fallen. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so far, I think the Zion ranking is still the worst, bro. I think they're underrating the fuck out of my guy, Big Z. Okay? Damn, how the mighty have fallen, dude. James Harden at 43. Jeez. They're predicting Tyrese Maxey to be better than James Harden this upcoming season. That's a fucking hot take right there. That's a hot take right there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Like, what I saw from James Harden last season is what I expect from James Harden. He's going to be a terrific regular season player. When he gets into the playoffs, he actually isn't as bad on an average scale as a lot of people make it seem. But at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, when you really need James Harden to James Harden it up, more often than not, he's not going to show up. Like, a lot of the times. Like, 8 times out of 10 type shit. So for his ranking to go down from 11 to 43, I would still put him in the top 30. And maybe I just need to see the top 30 names to really solidify that take. But 43 for James Harden? That's low as fuck. That's low as fuck, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, nah. James Harden is gonna be better than Klay Thompson. And Evan Mobley. And DeMar okay, it's getting a little iffy. It's getting a little iffy. Nah, Klay being this high is crazy. Some names that I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen yet as well. Drew Holiday is one. Derek White is another. And I'm getting fucking scared where like a Jaylen Brown is gonna be ranked. I ain't gonna lie. Do they have Derek White as a top 30 player in the league, bro? Because that's gonna be crazy. It's either they have Derek White as a top 30 player in the league, or he's not top 100. Klay should be top 30? Stop it, Smart Mark 666. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Alright. No, don't ban him. That's OD. Let's see. Zach LaVine at 38. DeMar at 39. Bradley Beal at 37. So we're getting a lot of the shooting guards out the way. The star shooting guards out the way. Darius Garland at 36. Might be higher depending on the names that I see. John Morant at 35? John Morant at 35? What the fuck? What is this based on? Hold on. Why he fell 26 spots. Morant's offseason court I can't fucking read. Morant's off-court issues have overshadowed his brilliant play on the court. He missed out on an All-NBA selection. So, okay, so it's literally just based off of the fact that he's his off-court issues and the fact that he's gonna miss a big portion of this upcoming season. So it's I think what they're saying is it's on some like, would you rather have, and even for the Zion shit, because I probably should have looked back. Would you rather have Zion for 50 games or like Fred VanVleet for 80 type shit? You know what I'm saying? But even then, because I think what they're saying, like they're not saying John Morant is the 35th best player in the league. I think what they're saying though is that this upcoming season, there is going to be, and 50 is generous too, there is going to be players that aren't as good as John Morant, but will have better seasons because of the fact that they're more reliable. You know what I'm saying? Even then, 35 is still crazy, but we'll see. We'll see, though. Kyrie at 34. He stayed about the same. Mikal Bridges. Listen, man. I like Mikal. But as people gassing up Mikal too much, I'll keep an eye out on that. I ain't gonna lie. Jalen Brunson. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Jalen Brunson right there. Triple J. Okay, so what they're saying is, right here, is that Triple J is going to have a better season than John Morant. So how many games is John Morant being suspended for, chat? How many games? Like 25? Is it 25? Yeah, 25. I don't know why I thought something would come up with that. Jaren Jackson is not... he's not a healthy player, bro. He had one season where he had 78 games. Last season, he missed around 20. Season before that, he was injured. And these 2 seasons right here, he wasn't 100%. So let's just estimate the amount of games that he's going to play at 65. Okay? At 65. John Morant, at maximum, if he plays every single game, can play 57. Let's dock like 7 games from that. 50. Do we think... Did I say 55 for Jaren Jackson? 60. Let's do 60. Would you rather have 60 games of Jaren Jackson Jr. or the 50 from John Morant? I'm still taking Ja. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still taking Ja in this instance. I ain't gonna lie. I still think the 50 games that John Morant will probably play this upcoming season will still be better than the 60-something games Jaren Jackson will fucking pull up or put up. Paolo at 30. I like that for Paolo. That's not too bad right there. There is the expectation that he's going to take a leap. But I'm high on Paolo, though. Still have not seen Derek White. Still have not seen Drew Holiday. I'm scared, chat. I am genuinely scared right now, bro. Trae Young at 29. He did from 16. I think the Hawks... I'm high on the Hawks this year, bro. I think they're going to be... Wait. Laurie better than Trae Young? Brandon Ingram better than Trae Young? Drew Holiday better than Trae Young at 26? Nah. Listen, Chad. Let me say this. Also, he didn't fall off at all. Let me say this, man. I am a Celtics fan. Okay? I am a Celtics fan. I am rooting for Drew Holiday. And I want him to be the 26th best player in the NBA. But from the NBA GM survey, ranking, list, questionnaire thing that we saw yesterday, and this list right here by ESPN, yo, Drew Holiday has to be the most overrated player in the NBA right now, bro. And I mean to say that the nicest way possible. Because again, I want the best for Drew Holiday. I am a Celtics fan. I want him to play up to the caliber that these GMs, these analysts think he's going to play this upcoming season. But Drew Holiday being in the conversations that he's in based off of these rankings is a setup, bro. It's either a setup for a Celtics smear campaign, or it's just a setup for Drew Holiday to get shit on for no fucking reason, bro. Or he's genuinely just overrated. I'm thinking he's just genuinely overrated, bro. Holy crap. This is insane, bro. You might tell me Drew Holiday is better than... Jesus Christ. Jeez, that's insane. That's insane. Pascal Siakam is like... If Scotty Barnes is Charmeleon, Pascal Siakam is just Charizard. You know what I'm saying? Let me chill. Crazy comparison. Kawhi Leonard at 24. They have to be docking him based off of injuries, though. That has to be the only reason. That has to be the only reason. Dogs will be dogs. Okay, that has to be the only reason. I ain't gonna lie. Because Kawhi 24 is crazy. De'Aaron Fox at 23. I'm not too mad at that. They got Sabonis over De'Aaron, though. Debatable. I still lean towards De'Aaron, though, but it's debatable. Okay, so Derek White is just not a top 100 player, then, is what I'm getting at. Because no way they're about to have Derek White over fucking Tyrese Halliburton and Drew Holiday at this point. Randall, we saw earlier, he was like in the 40s? I think he was in the 40s. Tyrese at 21, I'm not too mad at. Shout out to Tyrese. Cat at 20? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Cat at 20? Cat is either going to prove himself again this season, that he's actually like that, or he's gonna fall the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie. There's no in between. He's either going to compete with Ant as the best player on the Timberwolves, low key, or there's gonna be a clear hierarchy on that team of Ant, Rudy Gobert, and Cat, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There's like literally no in between. That's too high though. This is too high. Jaylen Brown. I love Jaylen Brown. You be killing me sometimes. Actually, a lot of the times. But this is also too high for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not better than De'Aaron Fox. He's not better than Kawhi Leonard. He's not better than Trae Young. Depending on how fucking Paolo plays this season, he's not. I don't think he's gonna be better than Paolo. But I will say I am expecting improvement from Jaylen Brown. So there is a level of projections as well involved in this ranking, and I generally do think Jaylen Brown is gonna improve this season. Maybe not on the handles department, but I don't think they need him to be a crazy ball handler, which is fine. We have Drew Holiday. Derek White can handle the ball, and Jason Tatum. I don't need this dude to it up. Like I don't. I need you to hit open threes, cut to the basket, play the transition, and play fucking defense. And if this dude can not be like kind of like Kawhi type shit, not saying he's gonna be Kawhi. All right, I'm not saying he's as good as Kawhi, but kind of like the role Kawhi plays. I think he can be more effective than his role last season, where he was more so asked to be like a Paul George. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Speaking of Paul George at 18. Kawhi dribbles a lot. But y'all know what I mean, though. Y'all know what I mean. Like, he doesn't need to be the primary playmaker looking like fucking prime T-Mac out there type shit. I don't know. I just feel like there's a difference. Paul George over Kawhi Leonard. Who do they think Paul George is from an injury standpoint? Paul George gets injured as well. Paul George, what the fuck? They're both injury-prone players. At about damn near the exact same rate. And Mick in the chat is saying PG missed more games than Kawhi. And Kawhi is definitely a better player than PG. What the fuck is going on here, chat? What the fuck is going on here? What the hell? Well, Paul George did take the Clippers to the conference finals, but this ain't last year. And that was also not only not last year, but the year before that. That was in 2021. That was in 2020 fucking one, bruh. That was 2 years ago. Upcoming 3. What the fuck? Jamal Murray at 17. Hey. I think certain players, I reserve my judgment for how good they are based off of how they perform in the playoffs. I don't think Jamal Murray is like inverse James Harden if you really think about it. He's cool in the regular season, but in the playoffs, turns into something special. I ain't gonna lie. Turns into something special. But I will say, I also wouldn't be mad if Jamal Murray was lower. You know what I'm saying? And I would lean towards Jamal Murray being too high than too low. Bam at 16. Where is Jimmy Butler too? Where is Jimbo at? Bam at 16. I need Bam to be a more effective offensive player though. I ain't gonna lie. But Bam's defense is crazy though. Donovan Mitchell at 15. I'm not too mad at that. Dame at 14. I'm not too mad as there. I'm not too mad as that as well. I'm not too mad at that as well. Excuse me. Anthony Edwards at 13. Anthony Edwards at 13. How do y'all feel about Ant, chat? How do y'all feel about Ant being a top 15 player this upcoming season? There's been a lot of discourse on my timeline about Anthony Edwards, bro. Has he done enough to say he's going to be better than Dame this upcoming season? I don't think so, to be honest with you. So I would have to, at the very least, switch these two. But yeah, I don't know. After a slow start last season, he averaged a career high 25 points per game, maintaining his efficiency while using 30% of the Timberwolves play. If he jumps up to like a 27, 28 point per game scorer, I'm not too mad at that. And he's gonna be, good defensively. I'm not too mad at that. And they're projecting. Again, just keep that in mind. Jimmy Butler at 12. Jimmy Butler at 12. Jimmy Butler at 12. Opposite James Harden is all I'll say again. Inverse James Harden. Regular season, it seems like Jimmy Butler is always cool, but in the playoffs, I don't want to face Jimmy Butler. I don't want to face Jimmy Butler. But I don't know. Well, I think this season we'll really see how much of a fluke last season was, though. Deadass. Nah, I'm hating though. No, because I was thinking if 2022 was, because I know 2021 the Heat were they got mollywopped. Was it 2021? And then I just got the years mixed up. Never mind. Devin Booker at 11. I'm not too mad at that. So that's 50 through 11. To recap that, Jimmy Butler at 12. I'm on. Personally, I think Dame is better than Ant, Jimmy, and Devin Booker. I'd probably put Dame at 11, to be honest with you. What else? Jamal Murray. Paul George at 18 is crazy. I will say that I think he should be lower. Jaylen Brown, I also think should be lower. Cat, I also think should be lower. Kawhi should be higher. Kawhi should definitely be higher. Drew Holiday should definitely be lower. Trae Young, put some respect on Trae Young's name. I need Trae Young to have more respect this upcoming season, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Trae Young disrespect is getting out of fucking hand. John Morant, even given this situation, is too low as well. And DeAndre Ayton, what the fuck are you doing in the top 50? What are you doing up here? Let's go to 10 through 1. Here we go. Top 10, chat. Top 10. Anthony Davis at number 10. I think that's a solid pick right there. I'm not mad at it. I'm expecting a big season from Anthony Davis. And knock on wood, but I do feel like this is going to be one of his healthier seasons in the last couple of years. So if we get a healthy AD, healthy AD's healthy AD, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Number 9, LeBron James. Number 9, LeBron. I'm not too mad at it. I think this is a cool ranking for LeBron. They still have LeBron as the best player for the Lakers, though. That I'm I don't know. I just feel like what Anthony Davis brings on both ends of the court, and what that teams look like when AD is not there versus when AD is there, miles different. You can say the same thing for LeBron. So that's why I have them like, neck and neck. But I will say, personally, I do have AD over LeBron. And two... Nah, let me not. Dame or LeBron? Let me not. Shea at 8. Yo. The Splash Sisters gotta chill on Shea, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Splash Sisters gotta chill on Shea, bro. No cap. And again, this is... I need y'all to understand, there's projections into account when it comes to ranking Shea at 8. But I need y'all to remember who the fuck Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is. Alright? Okay? Last season, this dude put up 31 points a game, roughly 6 assists, roughly 5 rebounds, roughly 2 steals, shot 51% while putting up 31 a game, and 90% from the line, shooting 11 free throws a game. Okay? On top of that, people are expecting him to continue that production. I don't know why I blanked out on the word production. On top of the fact that the Thunder are expected to make a leap as a team, with Shea leading the way. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. Y'all gonna be put on to Shea. It's cool, though. It's cool. I'm not too... Listen, I'm not mad at Shea at 8. I like Shea at 8. I ain't gonna lie. But if you want... Listen, if you want to say... Because I think the conversation is between D-Book, Dame, Shea, LeBron, and AD. That 5 right there is interchangeable. I will say that. That 5 right there is interchangeable. So I'll give y'all that. Kevin Durant at 7. Kevin Wayne. I'm not too mad at it. I ain't gonna lie. Not too mad at it. They don't have him top 5. I don't have him top 5. But he's still a very effective player. 7 for 7 type shit. He's still a very effective player. Listen, with all the criticism that I got for KD, y'all better not get it twisted. Kevin Durant is still fucking amazing. All right, Kevin Durant is still amazing. Especially for this period in his career. How effective Kevin Durant is goes under the radar because of like how good, how high LeBron has set the bar for longevity. But KD is still KD. Don't get it fucking twisted. I'm not too mad at KD at 7. I like that. Jason Tatum at 6. Okay, spoiler alert, chat. I did see the top 5. And there's one dude in that top 5 that I know Jason Tatum is better than at this point. To be honest with you. But I'm not too mad at JT at 6, though. I think at this point in his career, and this is just me talking, because I know there's a lot of dick suckers in chat. He's established himself as a superstar. The next leap for him is, can you be the best player on a championship level team? Not even championship level. Can you be the best player on a championship winning team? And I had a second point. But yeah, that's can you be a top 5 player? I think there's like 10 superstars in the league. But I think in general, there is a distinction between the top 5 and everyone else. When you're the 5 best player in the league, There's just something different about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Tatum is striving to prove this upcoming season. Diet Paul George is crazy. Get off my man's penis. But I like Tatum at 6 though. I like Tatum at 6. I think this season, I'm expecting a more playmaking season from Tatum. I'm expecting Tatum to make a leap in his on-ball playmaking. I'm expecting Tatum to make a leap defensively. And honestly, I would not be surprised if his scoring numbers went down. Because last season, what did Tatum put up? Tatum was putting up, what, like 30-ish? 30 on the dot, damn near. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit goes down to 27-28. If this shit goes down to 27-28, maybe even 26. If this shit goes down to 26.5, but that efficiency goes up to 50, that 3-ball, Tatum's 3-ball is so iffy to me. I wouldn't be surprised if this stayed at 36. If we're looking at a 26 point per game scorer, putting up, I'd still say around 9 rebounds. This shit goes up to 5.5. 26, 9, and 6 on 50, 35, 85 splits. Being a two-way monster? I don't know. I like that, man. Stephen Curry at 5. Y'all see him brooking those. Yep. That's why I'm iffy on the 3-ball. So, Stephen Curry at 5. Too low. I ain't gonna lie. Curry did a lot last season for motherfuckers to have Luka and Embiid still over Steph Curry. Understand Embiid won MVP, but if we're just talking about who's a better player, I still think Steph Curry has the edge over Luka and Embiid. Now, if they're projecting Steph Curry to take a little bit of a dip, because again, projections are a part of this ranking, I'm not too mad at this. But if we're just talking about top 5 players in the league, bro, Steph, bro. Steph is just different. Luka at 4. You know what's crazy, chat? Luka had a crazy season last season. But if you look at these GM surveys and even this ranking right here, Luka's stock went down last season. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Luka's stock went down last season. I think a lot of people. Shout out to T True Blue for the Prime sub. I think a lot of people expected Luka at this point in his career to have a crazy regular season carry. To the point where, like, yo, he doesn't have the help around him, but on some LeBron shit, on some Kobe shit, hell, even on some MJ shit, he is going to backpack that team to 50, 52 wins. He's going to put up 38-8 and win an MVP. And I think the reason why his stock has gone down is just because that's literally been the expectation for 3 straight years. He just hasn't pulled it off. Now, in the playoffs, has he stepped up? Yes. But in the regular season, it's like, you know? But with that being said, I think I personally have Luka at 4 as well in my personal top 5. So, Luka at 4 is cool. Joel Embiid at 3. Not a fan of it. Bro. Not a fan of it. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I do think Joel he's in position to have another MVP campaign. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like the Sixers low-key have regressed in terms of talent. And also, the narrative is going to be he's doing all of this with James Harden being on the team, this, that, and the third. They also have a new coach as well. So, you know, I think they're a team that might overachieve in terms of regular season wins. Embiid is Embiid. Embiid is going to put up those regular season numbers. Embiid is still Embiid. Don't get it twisted. Embiid is still an elite player in this fucking game. However, to me, again, with certain players, I don't give a damn what the fuck you do in the regular season anymore. Joel Embiid has reached that threshold for me. Joel Embiid has reached that threshold for me, bro. I don't give a fuck what you do in the regular season at this point. Make a conference finals. In terms of this ranking, if it's just pure regular season, I'm not mad at Embiid at 3. I wouldn't be surprised if after the 82 games played, Embiid had a better season than Luka. Embiid had a better season than Tatum individually. Embiid had a better season than Steph Curry. But again, if we're just talking about who's the best players in the league, talking about their skill set, their deficiencies, effectiveness, all that, by the end of these 82 games, I would say Luka is better than Embiid. I would say Steph Curry is better than Embiid. I would say Tatum is better than Embiid. Listen, I'm high on Shea. Shea might be in there as well. Listen. KD? I'm probably still taking Embiid over KD. At number 2, no, wait, what? Did I see the wrong ranking? Number 2, Nikola Jokic. And number 1, Giannis. I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. Yo, King Phantom's in the chat. Two-way tax kicked in. I think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what it is. Two-way tax kicked in. You know, they're both elite offensively, but Giannis defensively, though. Giannis defensively. Best defender in the league. Which he is. I'm not going to act like he isn't. But, okay. If we're just going to bullshit ourselves again, because the same argument was made with Jokic and Embiid last season. Who's a better two-way player? Embiid or Jokic? If we're doing the two-way argument again, okay, I guess we need to learn another fucking year. But when this motherfucker right here puts up 26, 13, and 9.5 on 58%, 38%, 89% splits yet again. And the Denver Nuggets win 53-54 games yet again. We're going to have the same conversations that we've been having. Okay. But we're just talking about pure regular season. I'm honestly not too mad at it. I do have Jokic and Giannis at 1 and 2. But again, in terms of just who's a better player, listen, I love Giannis. I do think having Dame on the team hides his deficiencies. But let's not get it twisted. The deficiencies are still there for Giannis. Okay? He's still a poor free throw shooter. Okay? He still has deficiencies in terms of playmaking, in terms of passing. All right? He still has difficulties trying to find his own shot in the half court. Okay? He has underperformed in the playoffs more often than not. Let's not get it twisted. But with that being said, that's a top 100. That's a top 100 right there from ESPN. I'm going to be honest. The list as a whole is not bad. As a prolific list maker myself, definitely a lot of disagreements. But number one, again, we have to take into account that projections are taken into account heavily this upcoming season. And it's not just a pure talent list. There's a reason why Ja was at 35. There's a reason why Zion was at 54. That's number one. Number two, just because you disagree with 7 to 8 rankings on a list does not mean that it's a bad list. You just disagree on 7 to 8 rankings. You see what I'm saying? 7 to 8 rankings out of a top 100, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. Definitely disagree on a lot on like, I probably disagree heavily on like 12 to 13. No Derek White is crazy though. Yeah, no Derek White is crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It would be kind of crazy if we had 4 top 100 players. So don't let them get that narrative off. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to ESPN for the list. Shout out to ESPN for the list, man. I appreciate ESPN, I guess.